Hello good people, it's me Kumaitila Khositsile, your money manager. In today's video, I am sharing with you why I would never ever buy investment products from an insurance company. First, you need to come to terms with this very important fact. Financial services industry is a giant web of companies all intertwined and intermingled and all working together to make as much money as they can from your hard-earned money. So you need to understand who does what. Who are the players in this financial services industry? What do they do? What is their mandate? Once you understand that, you are more likely to go to the right companies for the right products, and you're also more likely to cut the chain. Sometimes you just have to eliminate the middleman, go straight to the service provider to save yourself a lot of headache and also cost. So let's try to understand this. Insurance companies are in the business of risk management. So they offer risk protection products. That is their number one mandate. So they are not in the business of investment management. You need to understand that. If you're looking for value creation, wealth building, income creation, you don't look to insurance companies, you go elsewhere. These are the three reasons why I would never ever get an investment product from an insurance company. Number one, high fees and commissions. Why? Why are the fees and the commissions so high? Pay attention. You need to learn to pay attention. This is what happens. If you look around, almost all of these big insurance companies, they always have a sister investment management company. Why do you think that is the case? So these companies are just working as collection points. And essentially what you're doing is you are paying them these high fees for collecting money from you, taking it and passing it on to the investment management company. And for them to pass this money on to these guys, they are paying a fee. So they're hiring this company to managing the money for them, and they're paying a fee. And this fee, they are going to take it and pass it on to you, obviously with a margin, because they're in the business of making money. So there is no how they can pass this fee to you at cost. They would add a margin. This is why the fees are too high. So you would rather go straight to this guy, the investment management company, and get your product, because mostly it's a unit trust. You can go directly to an asset manager and get a unit trust, invest in a fund, different funds that they do offer. The same funds that these guys are going to collect the money and invest in. So you got it. That's your number one. Number two, there is just a lot of lack of transparency. This one, I am talking from experience, something that happened with me. When I started working, I took a special savings investment product with a certain insurance company. Someone, an agent, came to me, he sold me this product and I was sold in, and I started investing my 500 Bula on a monthly basis. After 12 months, month number 13, I realized that something changed with my premiums. Instead of 500 Bula, now they were deducting more than 500 Bula. And I got to wonder, why the change? I don't remember signing up for the change in the amount. That is the lack of transparency that we talk about. Even when it comes to fees, nobody is going to tell you how the fees are calculated. Normally what would happen is, once you go there, maybe hoping that you've accumulated a certain amount of money, you're going to get a shock of your life. You get there, they're telling you, no, your fund is sitting at this amount. And then when you ask, the first portion was covering the fees, but nobody told me that. And how much or what percentage of my contributions is covering the fees? never disclosed. These facts are never disclosed to you. So I would rather go and invest with a company that is upfront with the fees. They would tell me, we're charging you 1% of the amount that you're putting in. So when I make that decision, I already know that 1% or whatever percent is going towards the fees. So that is the transparency that we want as investors. Number 3 is misrepresentation. This industry is marred with a lot of misrepresentation. Another issue that I faced, still relating to the same investment, my special savings investment, whereby I invested $500 on a monthly basis. So when we were signing up the paperwork for this investment product, we agreed that I am going to do a special savings for 5 years because there were different terms. The minimum term was 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and whatever. So I started with the minimum term and we signed, I knew what I had signed for 5 years. So after signing, and immediately they were so quick to start deducting the monthly premiums, I never bothered, obviously, to check with them whether everything has been written properly. For me, it was just the assumption that I made that I was dealing with a professional. So obviously, everything is going to go according to plan. I remember 13th month, 14th month, I started asking for a policy document. That never came because my understanding was also that I should get a policy document within 3 months or less, but it never came. So I started inquiring about my policy document and I made calls to the company and eventually I received their policy document. Then I got the shock of my life. When I went through the policy document, I realized that I had been given a 15 years term investment while I signed for 5 years. That was a shocker for me because that's not what I signed for. And I tried to get hold of this agent who sold me the product. He was nowhere to be found. I called the agency he was working for and they told me he's no longer with them. Nobody bothered to say, okay, maybe try this number. This is where you can get hold of him. And obviously he changed his numbers because in this industry, there is so much of what we call hit and run. They are so much into signing up the product right now so they can get the commission and they forget about you. They move on to the next fool because to them, we are just fools. They're using us to make money. So that is what I've gone through. And those are the 3 reasons why I would never, ever invest my money. Remember, when you are investing, you're looking for value creation. There's an objective that you want to achieve, and everything that you do has to speak towards the attainment of this objective that you are pursuing. This is all that I wanted to share with you today. I hope you find this video insightful. Please don't forget to leave a comment and a like for me. Thank you very much for your time and for watching. I will see you in another video.